Well, does anybody want to give? So you all wake up, and me and Ali haven't had a chance to discuss Dolian's missing session last week, so we'll fill that in if we can at a later date. But you wake up and we'll say Dolian knocks on enters the your sleeping chambers as you are all waking up and getting ready for breakfast. So if anyone wants to,
I don't see him.
Greg is sat upright in bed with cold sweats and in heaven.
Oh no! Are you all right, Greg?
I didn't get much sleep.
Do you need any healing?
No, I just don't want to talk about it yet. Just need a minute.
Oh, poor Greg. I mean, if there's anything I can do, let me know, and I'm gonna pat his shoulder.
Can you make me sleep longer? I'm so tired.
Sadly, my friend, I can't.
Breakfast will perk me up.
Why didn't you sleep that well? What happened?
I don't recall the details of the nightmare thing, so I'll just leave it as I had a nightmare. It wasn't very nice. It was too real.
Oh.
I didn't like it.
Did you take a point of exhaustion for it?
No. I short rested.
Okay.
we came to a compromise.
I looked back at the end of the video of last week's video, and you did say I could take a short rest.
I will say the nightmare happened after she'd already had a couple of hours sleep, so we can have the benefit of a short rest, but not the benefits of a long rest.
Yeah.
But with the talk of breakfast, there's a knock on the door and platters of meats, breads, drinks, there's jugs of water, wine, some 2.5% strong ale, and many other things, fruits and vegetables.
I heard you, jugs of water.
Pardon?
Jugs of water, I heard you.
Yeah, and it's all brought in for you to break your fast.
And they're bringing it into our bedchambers.
Well, you're in the room has table and chairs. You're in a large sort of room with bunks and tables, chairs.
Cool. Sam will eat, then he'll get dressed.
What does Sam
did not notice.
Nothing.
Cold in here, Sam.
No, it's maybe for you, but I'm fine.
Dylan just helps himself to breakfast. Bit of everything.
Come on, Greg. Come and eat. It'll make you feel better.
I'm going to sit down and eat some breakfast.
I think Angel's got a point of exhaustion.
Don't you? It's catchy.
Does anybody want to fill Dolian in on what happened
No.
last session?
They genuinely don't. Bunch of pricks. Love these all.
We killed some things and got here.
Yeah, this is a fancy joint.
We've just got some.
For next enemy.
Yeah, we've just been tasked to go somewhere and look for something minor. That's all.
So we're going underground again then.
He's looking for a boy.
Mama, eh?
Oh dear.
I thought we were done with the Dwarflands, guys. Come on. I don't want to go back there.
Sound like big boys.
Don't think I'll be welcome back there.
Are you welcome anywhere, Dolian, now? Do you just like trying to get yourself
You know,
banned?
people love me, the Dragonborn. Let's not talk about that. The Dwarf. Let's
no.
not talk about that.
How about the
Elfland
gnomes?
kinda like us.
How about the...
He's not even welcome here.
That's true.
Just because you're bigger than me doesn't
Do you mean the
mean
room or
true.
the place?
A bit of both.
I can outpace you, so you can't
Get
even get
down,
away.
get down to my height and pick. No, go and pick on someone your own height.
How tall is Dolian?
Somebody,
Is he
somebody
tiefling?
cast enlarge on Dolian so I can twat him.
How tall is Dolian? Tiefling, aren't you?
Yeah, Tieflin.
It's about kind of standard.
Oh yeah, no, I mean I am. I'm not the tallest, but I'm not the shortest either. I just imagine Bogred's this big Hulk.
Somewhere between 7 and 8 feet tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's about a foot taller than me.
Sam
Maybe
was
even two.
He's
tall.
about twice my height.
Sam was tall, but not as tall anymore.
That's what she said.
Lost a few inches.
A few. Okay, has everybody eaten everything they want?
Does Sam want to roll for his
Oh, yes.
season?
Yes, it's a 24,
Seasoning.
isn't it?
Salt and pepper.
2. That is winter. Exciting. There's a little bit more grey around the temples than you remember. A decidedly paler looking Sam this morning.
I think that cold got to you there, Sam.
Oh, I'm fine. Just a little frostier this morning. Come on. Is everybody full? I suppose we should get on, because apparently this was some mad rust that's waited 100 years but can't wait another 8 hours.
Heckman will gear up. And put his armour on.
Sam gets dressed.
Top half first, I'm guessing.
Hmm?
Top half first.
Yes, obviously.
Oh, like a madman, socks first.
Oh, no.
You say that's weird, but
He's not a psychopath.
It's not. It's underwear first, then t-shirt, then trousers, then socks.
no trousers.
Greg,
I
yes,
can live
Greg.
with that.
I've misplaced mine.
Sorry, Greg, were you saying something?
Do you have a hair comb? I've misplaced mine and this plait's getting really knotted.
Oh, I thought you'd never ask. What are you looking for, my darling?
I
What are we
just need a
working
comb.
with?
Just need a comb.
Uh.
My hair, to be fair, my hair's not been done since Gnome Woman did it.
Can I
Wow.
can I roll to French braid Greg's hair?
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
Heckman was about to hang over his hammer to see if it would work, and then just pulled it away after.
Audio test. Can anybody hear me?
Yes, we
Yes.
can.
Yeah.
No lag.
Can I-
Now.
Can I help Sam? Because I wasn't there, so I can't. I've no knowledge.
No, this is in the morning.
It's braided, but it's a bit loose, and his hair's not all. It's not a tight braid, so it doesn't look as tight as it did when the gnome would do it. But it's keeping it out of your eyes.
We should make this a regular thing, Greg. I'm sure I can improve.
After every rest, my hair's long enough. I think you should do it every time.
It's a date, girlfriend.
Hey.
If anybody else
Greg.
need their hair doing,
But
or are we ready to go?
Can I cast mending on it and make the braids better?
No, you can't custom organic things.
What? And rope's not organic? Rope and hair's basically the same thing.
No.
Wait, what?
Hemp is organic. That's it. Hemp is organic. Just I'll leave.
If you were all bed, watered, geared up,
Stop dicking
Braid.
about.
Onwards!
braided, then yeah, you can leave this room and try to find Ball Baron.
Bob's dad. Bob's dad.
He's
Hey,
great going,
hey,
isn't
Mr. Bob.
Wait, we're fighting Bob's dad.
Graham's been and gone.
That lasted all of about 4 seconds.
It was great for those 4 seconds.
That's what she said.
Hate this machine.
I found a problem with my Witcher cup. It
Cursed?
ends.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've had a problem with my John Cena cup.
Can't find it. Can't see it.
Oh, love it.
Anyway, we
Absolutely.
find Bob's dad.
Yes, and he'll say, so, you're ready to go at last.
Yes.
Always.
And he'll hand you the map over and say, if you could make haste, it shouldn't take you more than a couple of hours to get there.
Is there anything on this map that narrows down any detail, or is it quite general? Or oh, look, we're here.
It's a map. It shows you where you are. Shows you names of places in the other lands, and there is a place on it that is marked. It's just an old shrine, abandoned old shrine you're headed to. But yeah, it's marked on the map. You can read the map, and it tells you exactly where it is on the map, and giving you like brief directions as well. You know, like keep going until you see a tree, head left, walk through the forest, turn right at the next tree.
Who's reading the map?
Not me.
No. Bogrod, are you map reading?
Can do. I don't really have anything in survival or nothing, but
I mean, what that look like a stamp in Bogwart's hand?
Probably.
I mean, he's not giant-sized at the moment. He's just big.
Well, I'm sure we find our way there eventually.
Oh look, you're there.
Oh, hi.
Scott, have you altered anything on my character sheet?
Maybe.
Okay, I thought so.
Okay.
I thought so. So that doesn't look like how I left it.
No. Some things may have changed on people's character sheets.
Scott's been messing with my weapon.
Hi.
But yeah, as you
You're supposed
follow
to
the
ask for
map,
permission first, Scott.
never.
It's fine, standing arrangement. That's good.
Nobody said no.
Well,
Can
consenting
you all-
adults.
Can you all move your tokens just before?
Yes.
You follow the map and you it's again well walked paths and but when you get through this thicket of trees, you see this opening here and you find this old shrine that looks still in very, very good condition, as if people still might not remember every detail about this place, but they still hold it in some sort of reverence. They still keep it tidy, clean, stop it being overgrown.
They hold bake sales there, that kind
But
of
yeah,
thing.
you see in front of you as you make your way through the opening here. It's a white marble staircase, white marble stone, and in the middle here there's a plinth, and on it stands a fabulous looking statue, life-size statue carved out of marble.
Can you paint us a word picture of this statue and who it represents? What it
If you'd like
depicts?
to investigate the statue, I
course.
can.
Could I conjure Nim at the same time, please, while I roll?
You can. If you're investigating, Sam, then I will give you advantage.
Oh, very
Am I?
exciting. Investigation.
Yes.
14. I mean, are you sure I'm not just like perceiving it? Or performing that I'm investigating it?
I wish, but no.
You could act like you were investigating it, but you'd still
Okay.
determine nothing, even with a great performance.
So with the 14, you look there and you see beautiful looking elven female She's there with long hair, what looks like sort of a mixture, like a mashup between like a tiara stroke crown on her head, which is looking like wood, like it's wood that doesn't look like it's been carved, as if it's been
Okay.
grown to create these shapes and to make it look like a crown, but it's organic, but with one gem sat in the middle of this crown. But she's standing there, but as beautiful
I've
as she is,
seen.
she looks fierce. She looks like she's a warrior. She has the equipment on her. She's not dressed in a dress and looking regal. She is looking ready for battle. She's cape. She has by her waist, on her waist, she has
A sword? A
a
rapier?
scabbard. She has a scabbard on her waist. She has, like other things hanging from her belt that you would recognize on normal adventurer's gear, and she just seems to be stood there, steel focused in her eyes. She doesn't look like she's smiling. She looks like she is.
Is this like a portrait statue? So is she posed for it, or is she mid-action depicting something?
She looks like she's posing, but yeah, she is kind of. She does have one hand slightly raised in the air.
Is this El Starry Shadow Walker?
As you have the advantage, it's because you currently in possession of the book.
Yes.
Bane's book, and you will notice that yes, you recognise her. It is the same sort of the drawings in there of her very much resemble the statue you're looking at in front of you.
And weren't there some paintings or something on a wall when we got Bogred's ogre things? So there were some friezes or something. So
yeah, of all the heroes of old, yes.
Yes.
Do we all see this, or is it just Sam?
If you're all walking up to the statue, you would all recognise this, yes.
So I'm
Can I
kind of
take-
explaining.
Can I take a close look at the gem?
Pardon?
Can I take a close look at the gem?
You can.
Ooh.
So it's a large looking gem-shaped carving of marble. That is one marble statue, and the gem itself is part of the marble. It's not actually a gem, it's just the crown looks like it has the gem carved.
Oh, so it's not like a gem that might fit into my headband, for example.
But this is the
Unfortunately
crown
not,
we're here
no.
to find.
Right.
I
Well,
would
you-
assume.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know, but
I mean, if they've sent loads of people to find it and they've all seen this statue and not noticed it's wearing the fucking crown they're looking for,
Well, I
then
wouldn't
That's
say
a
it's.
terrible
I don't think they deserve to rule the
Well, I
Elven
wouldn't
Land.
say this is the crown, but it's obviously a physical representation of what we're looking for. So now we could know what it looks like when we find it.
because Bog would try to take the crown off the head
And just take it back. Got it.
Okay.
Yeah, as you're looking around, you obviously there is this sort of well here, quite large.
Can I investigate if
Very
there's anything
clear
else
water.
around?
Looks clean. Again, there were some little steps over here that lead up to this part of the slightly raised part of the ground here. There's the obviously surrounded with brickwork, a small wall around this statue. But there's nothing that stands out as obvious at this point of yourself.
So. Echo?
Okay.
Did you say this is a well here?
Yes.
Well, guys. What do we have here?
Right, somebody push him, man.
Don't show Greg, he'll end up in it.
Very true. Greg, what's over there? Let's go investigate this.
I smell water.
Do 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 Greg. Cool. I wanna check out this well.
So I will ask you, well, you get over there. You can't see the bottom, but the water you can see, which is quite close to the top, but it's very, very clean water. There doesn't seem to be any discoloration. It looks like really clear, clean water.
Because
Can I swim down to the bottom of it and see how deep it goes? I have the gloves of swimming and I can breathe underwater.
If you can breathe underwater and you can swim like that, then yes, you would be able to.
Greg, hold on just one moment. One of the gems I've got in Lullaby constantly runs detect magic. Is it detecting any magic from this water?
No.
Okay. That's fine, Greg. I think it's just water. Enjoy yourself.
Do you want to swim down with me?
No, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of water. That was the whole gills thing, remember? Not a fan. I mean, I was half tempted to take a taste, but if you're paddling around in there, I don't really want to drink some Greg soup.
Does Greg get in the water and it immediately turns brown?
Greg spends so much time in water, he's probably cleaner than any of you.
Very true. Very true.
Your character's had a wash.
Boggart's never washed.
Greg's hair is going to be a mess as the braids weren't very tight anyway. So if you're swimming, when you do surface again, your hair is going to look awful.
But does he do Little Mermaid flick? When he...
Well, are you swimming to the bottom then, Angela?
Yeah, to see if it goes anyway. It's an abnormal well. So.
As you start swimming down, it is a lot deeper than you think it is, and the water remains crystal clear. So as you're swimming, the light still seems to be channeling down, and you can see quite well. But as you keep swimming deeper and deeper, Sam, you kind of lose him out of focus. You can't quite see him clearly through it as you're swimming. But if you all be a quick perception as you're swimming down, please, Greg.
Oh.
Good 12.
I had a D4 to it with favoured by the gods. I didn't want to help it. Oh, for God's sake, 14.
A 14 is enough that as you're swimming down, I mean, are you kind of doing the breaststroke swimming down?
Yeah, I'm doing like the fish dive kind of thing. So my hands out front, my feet kicking away behind me. Going down as far as fast as I can.
You don't swim face first into this, but you feel a solid barrier as you are swimming. You're swimming for a good few minutes to the bottom of this well, and you feel a solid barrier at your hands, clear. And what you see, Greg, underneath, is you see the light from the sky. It seems to filter all the way through. And you see underneath what looks to be a sort of garden.
A garden?
Sort of like there's a sort of small pond type feature right directly below the well, surrounded by sort of what looks like grass with some trees scattered around, sort of like this little enclosure, all encased in stone. But yeah, you can see sort of this garden type thing directly below you, but
like a terrarium.
Or like a glass bottom submarine kind of thing. You can see through.
There is like what we would think glass bottom, but it's so far down through the water that it's like you can't make it out from the surface, and you wouldn't have been able to swim down this far without the ability to breathe underwater. It was that deep.
From where I am, from the little that I can see there, does it look like, you say it's all encased in stone, does it look like there's any access to it, like at the sides or anything from?
There does look like there is an opening at one end, at one point, because it's circular,
Yeah.
and you can see one entrance into it. I can't tell you if it's north, south, or west, because obviously you don't
Yeah, no,
have any
I don't
sort
know
of
which
bearing.
direction it is. I've been swimming down for that long.
Yeah, but there does seem to be a doorway that leads into this.
Right.
Yeah, but it to you it would look like this is
I'm in the sky.
underground.
Yeah. Perfect, thank you. I'll swim back up. I'll fountain spit out the water from my mouth to get to the top. Flick my long hair back over my head.
Is it? Are you beautiful?
I was God. I was in the sky.
You're all right. You're all right, Greg. How much of that
There's
did
a
you drink?
garden. There's a garden and it's beautiful and I was in the sky.
I look suspiciously at the water. Is there like drugs in the water?
I don't think so.
So explain again what you found.
There's a garden down the bottom, but I can't get to it because I'm in the sky of the garden. And the sky is too high to reach the ground of the garden.
Right.
I mean, I'm going to give Greg inspiration if he doesn't have it, because the description is exactly what Greg would be thinking. So if you don't have inspiration, please have inspiration, Angela.
Thank you very much.
Okay. So, was there anything in this garden? That you
There
could
was
see?
flowers and like a pond
Pond
and
with
a doorway
a doorway. Where was the doorway?
by the garden.
Right. Does this mean anything to
there,
any of you guys?
Well, I'm just working my way around here. What?
Is there any entrances or secret tunnel thingies? Because Greg's found a secret garden in here, and I'm willing to bet there's a back entrance somewhere rather than having to swim down that hole.
You can't get to it from the hole. You're stuck in the sky of the garden.
Yep, that's what I thought you said before, and it still doesn't make any sense.
The garden's down there and I'm up here and I can't get down there because from the garden I would be the sky.
Right. Okay.
So are you saying we need to go into the sky to get to the ground?
Don't you start.
That just sounds weird. There's a door next to the garden, but you can't get to it there because now
you're in the
there
sky.
you're in the sky.
Even though you're in the water, you're in the sky.
Yes, to you I'm in the water, to the garden I'm in the sky.
Maybe we need to find if there's another way of accessing this door. Dolian, are there any buttons or puzzles or runes or anything on that statue or plinth over there?
Oh, glorious God. Can I see any runes or what Sam describes?
If you want to roll me an investigation as you're checking.
Holy moly.
23. So as you're looking over the statue, you maybe even running your hands over it. It feels like it's exquisitely made. You're not finding any faults or flaws, and everything looks accurate. One thing does look peculiar to you, though, with a 23. She has this scabbard on her belt, but it appears to be empty.
Found something.
Mm-hmm.
What does the scabbard look as if it holds? Long sword, short sword, dagger?
A thin bladed sword. Something that would be more of a piercing weapon than a slashing sword. And as you own one yourself, you will probably recognise probably a good place for a rapier.
Sam, we need your help.
My, those are some interesting flowers.
Sam.
Wow, I wonder if there's a garden down this bit.
Hey Sam, maybe we should go check up this side.
I'm with you, Greg.
But before I leave the well, I'm going to drop. Pitons are quite heavy, aren't they?
What's that?
Pitons.
Yeah, because it's made of metal, isn't it? It's a little spiked.
I just want to drop one of them into the well, just so that if we do get to the garden, we can look up and see the pit on there, and I know that's exactly where the well was.
Yeah, you just slowly start sinking, and as with Greg, after it gets like after a few seconds, it just like 5-6 seconds, it just seems to get blurry, and then kind of you can't quite focus and make out where it is. It just seems to be slowly falling through the water.
Greg, that was a great idea.
See what lack of sleep does to me.
Well.
Yeah.
Let's go see where this voice is coming from.
Okay.
And before they get there, I'm going to run out of patience and stab my own dagger and rapier into the hole.
No, I never said there's a hole.
Oh.
I just said the rapier didn't appear to have a blade in it, which would look strange. If you try to, you would just be
so it's like
hitting your blade against.
So there's
marble.
no hole in the scabbard.
There's no hole in the scabbard, guys.
Oh, that's
Did you say there was a hand that was raised in the statue?
She was stood like with a hand up in the air.
Can I cast guidance on myself just to calm my nerves and just to get some focus, and then try and investigate the hand of the statue?
Yep, I mean, Hector will need to climb the statue to see the hand because it is on a plinth, and then so you might need to climb.
Can I help him by getting on my hands and feet, like all fours, and so he can like step onto my back?
Oh, okay, yes, that's where you're going with that. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I will allow that. So yeah, you have advantage on your investigation as Dolian is helping.
Right.
Jesus.
Don't forget that D4.
Yes,
10.
10.
You notice the hand is making a sort of fist sort of
gesture
position, but you can't notice anything more than just it's in this position with a 10. You're not able to quite see high enough to get above the fist to see it from above or from different angles. You're just seeing the fist from below, and it just looks.
Can I try putting my hammer in its hand?
You can. There'll be a sleight of hand.
Don't drop it.
I am going to give you disadvantage because you can't maybe struggle to reach the top of the hand.
Oh, there's a good roll.
There it is, hidden under there.
Yeah, you can't quite reach high enough to reach the hammer because obviously with it being top heavy, you'd be holding it right at the bottom and trying to lever over to do it. You can't quite manage it.
You still don't have guidance.
Oh, good. Can you reach?
Probably.
Is Bogwood just like sat on a rock watching everyone like twat around?
Pretty much, yeah. Bogwood's just sort of leaning against this big rock, like, what are this lot doing?
Greg. Roll your D4.
Oh. Boom.
As you're lifting your hammer up, it's like you can't quite. It's like moving side to side a little bit as you're holding it right on the
actual size
edge of the hill, and you can't quite position it right with a 9.
I have a question.
Yes.
How big is this rock?
Oh fuck.
It probably would weigh 3 or 4 ton. I mean, it's 10 foot wide at its widest point and 20 foot long, and it's.
So realistically, too big, even if I went giant, for me to pick it up and hoy it down the well.
I mean,
well, why?
Why not?
I thought you were going to throw it at the statue, so.
You to do that. That's what Bogwood wants to do.
I don't know. I mean, based on Greg's description of what's at the bottom of the well, it sounds like there's some sort of glass. To Bogwood, it sounds like there'd be some sort of glass partition if you can see through it. at the bottom of the well that leads into a room. So if I hoy a giant rock down there, it'd break it, and we could just jump down the well.
But then you'd drown because there'd be no way to get back up, and you'd be in a room.
But Bogrud could also breathe underwater and fly. So.
Of course he fucking can.
Why is it the orcs are just OP as hell here?
Because Bogwood is the lesson we all learn. And then as DMs go, no, Graham, no. See?
Scott's left. Scott's left. Go on,
Graham, you're left. You've left as well.
I'm still here.
It said Graham left the call.
It said Scott.
I'm still here.
Yeah, but
Scott left the call.
It said Scott left the call, and then underneath for mine, it said Graham left the call.
Oh, I didn't see that.
No, I'm still here.
I mean, it's really tempting to cast Reduce on the stone.
and then drop your concentration on it after I've already dropped it in the well, and then then it gets bigger.
Man.
What if it gets wedged part way and it doesn't go all the way down, and then we can't actually go down the well?
I don't think we need to go down the well.
No, I think the idea will be that, I mean, in my head, no meta, of course, is that if Sam puts Lullaby in the statue's hand, it'll open some sort of secret passage, which will eventually lead down to the garden that's at the bottom of the well.
Yeah.
I mean, it is potentially a good idea because Scott might say, oh, well, you've jammed it now, and that might be an emergency escape hatch for later on.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Do you want me to put my rapier into the hand just so you don't lose an extremely important...
That's why Sam was like, there was a scabard, and I'm like, nope, I can, nope. Oh, look, what's over here?
You know, though, that Scott's going to say, nope, ordinary rapiers don't work. It specifically has to be the magic one.
Oh, and he's given me extra magic on it.
Yeah.
So,
sorry, yeah.
Can we check over this side first, though, please, see if these say anything?
Yeah. Oh, his laptop died.
More.
It's fine. He shall be back. He'll just load up his other laptop, won't he?
Exactly.
Hecknum can go do all the checking. I've got it nailed.
Oh, what's your plan then? No?
More crap rolls?
Oh, much more crap rolls.
Oh. Remember your guidance for the next minute.
So, do we want to investigate everything first before we potentially?
Does it not feel, though, that if we do that, we're just wasting time because we already know the solution? So do we waste an hour investigating a bunch of pointless crap and doing stupid things, or do we just get on with what we know we have to do?
See, this is where you find out everyone's play style is.
It would be fun if everyone was investigating everything while Hecknum just stood on this statue, just pissing about, trying to put this hammer in and can't reach it.
On me.
We don't have to investigate everything, but can we at least have a look and see what that is?
Yeah.
It's
have some valuable information.
Bench or a chair, isn't it?
Yeah. But it's it
might have a little engraved thing on it. I don't know.
Or Treebeard might have something.
There's another statue just south of Greg.
There's one here as well.
That's what I was working my way to.
That's what I was done. I said look around that side. I kind of thought that might be the statue that you were looking at when you first walked in.
Shall we sort out those two, and then Sam will sacrifice and jam his weapon into the statue's hand?
Oh, matron.
Go and try it first, and then.
Yeah, I'll try first with my rapier.
Sam can show him how to get it in.
The team effort is at this one.
Yeah. You
warm it up. Mine is a magic rapier as well. It's just.
Yeah.
It's just
they all say Dragonborn.
I mean, you saw Sam throw a little bit of a hissy fit when his magic didn't work in that dungeon that time. I mean, he is a bit of a pissy bitch. A little bit.
Is it meta or is it just good planning on our part?
It is. We're
nothing's been actually discussed or discovered in session. It's just we're all intelligent individuals that can figure out a scenario just from looking at it.
And I would argue as well. Oh yeah, I was going to say. Oh, should we fight over that? Oh, Scott, we're queuing up for it. Me first. I think we're also discussing in character. So as we're talking about it, I mean, Bogwood wants to throw something heavy down the well. Hecknom is doing what Hecknom does, and Sam's just being pissy. Oh yeah. Oh hoo! Well, there we go. Oh my. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Scott's logged off and just thrown his laptop in the garden.
Don't you know us by now? I mean, come on, Scott.
Wow.
I think. Oh, we've not scared of the
There
animal.
he is.
Hey, you. How you
I know we
doing?
can do this.
Going to hell, you're going to hell, you're going to hell, and you're going to hell.
Well, isn't this awkward?
So we can continue gaming weekly in hell.
Yes. Pull up a chair, Satan,
Is that
and
where
join
this
us.
statue takes us? Is it taking
God,
us
no,
to another plane of existence?
Hi, Scott. Sorry.
Hi guys, so let's continue where we were. So is Bogwood playing with this rock?
No.
Okay, so you've been told not to.
No, I actively encouraged it.
It's around.
Yeah, Craig was going to cast Reduce on the stone to make it easier.
I'll just say that was about 35 minutes. It was a very entertaining watch.
So what are we doing then, guys?
Well,
Indeed.
I'd like to have a look.
Hecknom's fumbling on a statue.
Yes. Greg wants to what, sorry?
Have a look at this other statue.
Wants to have a look at Treebeard.
I want to
Cool.
just check around to make sure if there's anything else I can do on here.
I'd like to look under the rock. Just see if there's anything under there.
You see grubs and centipedes, things that would be slimy yet satisfying.
Okay, well, I can at least say I helped look.
Yes. Greg, that statue, it looks like a elven male.
Okay.
Not looking quite as fine as, like, maybe a bit more worn than the big statue in the middle, but yeah, you can see it's quite a regal, fancy-looking elvish man standing there.
Do they look like they were carved at the same time?
I don't know if you'd be able to work that out. Anyone special, like, got any sort of
Nope.
in stonework, like?
Does Bogwood?
Bogwood's a smith. He's not a
He's a smith,
stonemason. Yeah, he's a smith, not a stonemason.
Yeah. You're a weaver. I'm a thief.
Sam has many specialties, but that isn't one.
Is
of them.
Hecknom not a stone-cutting dwarf?
Hecknom obviously is because he's a dwarf, but I don't think it's going to make much difference on his one-on history. And he's too busy pissing around with that other statue still.
So, is there anything on this other statue? Are there any plaques or carvings? Any?
No. Just looks like a regular statue.
Have we just spent half an hour pissing around at an unlocked door of a puzzle?
No. I thought you were very, very close.
I would
already know what we
haven't actually
do.
done it.
Do we need to do this then?
Just do the thing, Cat. Just do the thing.
I try first.
Okay, yes.
I would like to hang on, get the fuck off my back, and then once he's off my back, I'm just going to put my rapier in the hand.
As you reach up and try to slide your rapier, you find there is a groove in the hand, and your rapier fits in. And as your rapier gets locked into this hand, nothing happens.
Fuck.
Told you, Sam.
I'm sorry,
Take
what
it back
now?
out.
Sorry, what now? Oh, what do we do now, guys?
Well, you've got one of these.
I'm sorry, put that away, Dolian. What are we doing now? There's time for that later.
Can I try and pickpocket Sam's rapier?
No.
Can I try do that right in front of her?
No. We don't do PvP, remember?
I bet you I could do it without you even noticing.
I bet I could kick you in the nuts without you even noticing, Dolian.
I mean, there's a good chance of that happening.
Yeah.
Sure, he would notice. I don't know if you've ever been kicked in the balls, Cat, but it's just something you notice.
Well,
I bet you 4 gold that I can steal it from you without you noticing, but in front of you.
okay, I'll take that bet.
So if that's the bet, then so you're betting you can steal it from Sam without her Sam without him noticing.
Yes, or I owe them
Okay.
4 gold.
So I will have a sleight of hand from Dolian at disadvantage, and an advantage perception check from Sam, as Sam knows this is going to happen.
And I just win 4 gold if I spot you.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flick 4 gold at Sam and just take the weapon. Thank you, Sam.
I know we don't do PvP, but Hecknom is already had his shield stolen by one person.
Oh yeah, true.
Not very happy at someone stealing another weapon from someone else.
Such same person, yeah.
Yours was at disadvantage.
Okay, do you want the 23 or the 23? We've got plus 13 to
What's unarmed strike to the balls? What button do I press for that?
I believe it's a D6.
It's a D20 plus your strength modifier to hit, and you do 1 damage plus your strength modifier.
Sorry, was that 4d10? That's what I heard.
I thought being kicked in the balls felt like a fireball.
Greg's launching a fireball at Dolian.
So,
Right, go on, sir. Who's got the rapier? Who's doing it?
Go on then. Yeah, Dolian took it.
So, did any of us see Dolian take somebody else's magic item?
well,
Because he'd already got form for stealing 1, and now he's just pilfered 1 off Sam as well.
He made the bet openly, so I'm guessing you would have all heard the bet. So you'd have been.
But it's a bet. It's a bet. He's all see what I'm doing. He's all know
still
what I'm
pissy.
doing.
Still pissy.
You'll get it back, Sam.
I
Not like
better
last
do.
time.
I better do.
I hope you do. I mean, I don't know if this is going to work. And I slide it up.
Yeah, so you put Lullaby in the hands of Spellweaver and the Statue of Spellweaver, and as you do,
Nothing happens.
you at first only feel a sort of rumble as you from the statue, and right here the ground starts moving and shaking, and an opening forms. Sam, can I get a dexterity saving throw, please?
Of course you can. Right, go off, people. You really can.
Did anybody else sleight of handy enough that while Dolian was busy doing that, they could steal his weapon just for a
What one? I've got lots.
An 18 save. So as this floor starts, opening
Greg's
starts
stolen
opening,
Stormcaller off Dolian while he's not looking.
I've just had my I don't have Stormcaller out.
You'd have it on your back.
What happens, Sam?
Yes.
Is you see a staircase start falling, and as the nemesis of Sam, you see the staircase, and as you start to fall,
Fuck you!
You're able to right yourself with an 18 and avoid falling down this staircase.
Let me guess, at the bottom of the staircase is just a row of barrels.
But there is now a opening, which, I mean, as it does, it looks like this thing has not been opened for a long time.
I vote that
Before we
Dolian
go
goes
down-
first.
Before we go down there, Bogrod, can you put that rock in between the opening and then we can take the rapier back out,
I was about to say, can I?
just in case it seals.
Probably. In my head, I just went, if only I'd brought the immovable rod, I could have jammed the opening up and we could have taken it back.
Can I try and take the sword back?
Yes,
Let's put the rock in the opening
it
first.
comes out of the hand, and
And?
the doorway remains open.
That's right. Sam, catch.
Oh my god, you just threw a sword at her. Are you trying to kill her?
Deck save.
What do you want, a dex save or a sleight of hand to see if I catch it?
If he's throwing it, then we'll just do a dex save to see how well you catch it, but there'll
Dex
be no
save.
damage taken.
Oh!
It was like
I-
you were meant to be together.
I pull this out of the air, flourish, and put
You
back in my
don't.
scabbard. No?
You
Fuck.
don't. With a 23,
Yes.
as the sword is flying through the air, it starts spinning, and Sam will stand still, look at it for a second, spin, and I just open up his side, and the sword is just going to land straight into the scabbard.
Beautiful.
With a
Beautiful.
23.
It's beautiful, but not as dramatic, but I'll take it. Well, Dolian, you're still going first.
Can we see any light coming from this tunnel? Is it just darkness down there?
It's very dim light. So those with dark vision would be able to see, but if you don't have any dark vision,
Shit,
I know you all do have dark vision. It's okay, but if you didn't have dark vision, it would be very dark.
Can I have Nim on there? Because I'll quite happily send Nim down to see what's going on.
Nim.
And before we go down, can Dolian bring out his bag of tricks?
Yeah.
One, which is it's a jackal.
I would like to have Nim in Quasit form and send it invisibly down the staircase.
Does it have dark vision?
Oh, actually, that's a point.
I'm going to name your jackal Carlos.
Carlos.
I was going to call him Jack, so that's fine.
Carlos the jackal. He orchestrated some of the high-profile terrorist attacks way back when. So I'm calling him Carlos.
Oh, that's this. That's the seen YouTube there. Oh.
1970s and 80s.
Oh wow.
Dark vision to 120 feet.
Cool. So I will show you what they see.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Let's go, guys.
Right.
Down the stairs.
There's a room here, and as he's looking around there, it just seems to be 6 sort of what would you call them? sections that are like cut a bit further, deep recesses in the wall, and markings on each one. But that's what he sees, and a staircase leading out of this room, leading a bit further down.
Okay, I'm going to report that back to everyone because I take it they're not on this map yet. It's just
Nope,
what him
just
can see. So, yep, I can. Nim reports back exactly that there seems to be an empty space down there with some recesses. So, seems all clear, but spooky as fuck, guys. Sounds like us. Who wants to go first?
Fine, I'll go first.
Bye, Delian. Good luck.
Don't worry. Jack's going to go in front of me. Don't you worry. Oh, sorry, Carlos.
Carlos.
Rolling.
I'm going to follow down.
Everybody going down?
Always.
Absolutely.
100%.
Without question.
It smells down here.
Not me, I took water bath.
Oh.
Oh, it's a jackal. I was trying to. What? I thought, oh no, what's that?
That's it. Pet the jackal.
Roll for pets.
Oh, look. He thinks he's people.
It's what?
He thinks he's people.
He thinks he's people.
He is people.
Oh, what are these things at the sides?
Oh, they're so cool. Are we in a Pokemon game with all the fossils? That's what it reminds me of. Like, what was that? Pokemon Gold? Silver?
Yeah, you should have control and Nim and
Yes.
the jackal.
Beautiful.
Rolling, rawhide. Oh.
Yeah, so you all find stuff in this room. It's dark. There is a smell that there's not maybe been a lot of fresh air really flowing through this place for a long time.
Oh, someone crack a window.
But strangely looks quite tidy. There's not cobwebs forming anywhere. There's no dust gathering on the floors. It looks quite well kept and tidy.
Come on, gang. Let's go and investigate this. We're either going to find something to hit, or we're going to find some treasure or something.
I can find something to hit. Something. Hit you. So, are we?
Yep.
Moving.
Moving forth.
Are the things at the side anything we need to look at?
I mean, if anyone wants to investigate them, they can.
I would like to investigate this one that I'm in front of.
That one there. It's obviously not what it is on the map, but it looks like a fist.
Sorry, what was that over there?
Is Hecknom stood in front of a door?
Yes.
Can I give it a good prod with my hammer?
Yeah, it opens quite easily.
Phew, that's a half an hour saved.
The good old open door.
I'll have a look at this one next to me.
Yeah, that one there looks like a dagger.
Oh, are these statues of things, or are they like plinths?
It's like like engravings into the stone.
Yeah.
Like
So they're not meant to hold anything then.
no.
Okay.
Can you tell me what this one is in front of Dolian, please?
A bow?
Next one up.
But Dolian, that looks like a staff.
Oh.
100% open this door by the time they're
Yeah.
pissing around in this room.
And the last one on this side?
Looks like a stringless bow.
I'm willing to bet is there a shield on the other side? And maybe a headband?
There is a sword.
Oh, a sword.
Sword.
It's like a
Thin blade.
rapier-looking sword.
Okay.
I'll go dagger, sword, shield, fist, staff, bow.
Yes.
From top to bottom on both sides.
Okay. Right, heck
But we
north.
don't have Bob's dagger. We don't have Bob's dagger anymore. So even if we did need to do anything with these plinths, there's
Yeah.
nothing we could do for it.
Yeah. So who?
Rob.
Rob. Oh,
Rob.
yes, Rob.
That guy Rob.
I remember
That guy
Rob.
Rob. The-
That
Do you know
article
Ball
made-
Baron's son?
Rob
Oh.
Ball Juggle.
Rob Bobble. Rob Bulbo. Rob Bowl. Yeah, him.
Rob Bobble Wobble.
Okay.
Now, can my jackal smell anything or hear anything in this
He
room?
can, in this room, he can. It smells again musky and just like it's not being open for a long time.
That's fine.
But I now, please, would like everybody, I think apart from Sam, to roll me a con save.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Even though we're not in the room yet.
Yes.
Awesome.
23!
Wah, wah, wah. Not Sam.
I'm feeling a little bit got at this session. Or maybe I'm just special.
Oh, you sound most definitely special.
Thanks, Dolly, and you too.
Does that include the
Yeah,
jackal
so-
and the and Nim?
I'm not sure. But Jackal definitely needs to do a con save.
Oh, the jackal's dead.
Is it by any chance anyone that can be magically put to sleep?
Nim's a 4, it's +0.
Oh, jackal rolled a 17. +0.
So everybody is fine, apart from Hegnom, who just out of nowhere, you were well rested after you had a long rest, just give a big yawn that just seems to appear out of nowhere, and you just you don't feel drowsy or anything at the minute, but you just a big yawn just out of nowhere.
I think Cat failed that constitution save.
Maybe that beer was stronger than I thought it was.
But I do think Nim also needs to do that as well, actually. But I think he has advantage on the save.
In Quasit form, it's got quite a lot of resistances and immunities.
All the resistances.
The Quasit has advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. So it has advantage. +0.
Yeah, so it no effect on Nim as well at the moment. But as you step into the next room, it does seem to be a little bit lighter, as there seems to be what looks like organic bioluminescent things that seem just to give a little bit of a glow to this room. And again, you see fantastically well tidied. You see some really ornate carvings in the floor in this room, but there does seem to be 2 doorways that lead off this room.
Can I just say, I really appreciate the fact that we have a dungeon with someone who's got a bit of decorating skills. It's not all just piles of skeletons here and then, oh, look, some blood spatters. These are some quite exquisite floor carvings.
I mean, it does look very, very nice. It is really high craftsmanship. Similar to what you saw in the Elven Palace. It is on that level. This looks fantastic.
Impressive.
Do the glowing things that aren't fires give off any heat?
No.
Heckman's still going to be there, just trying to warm himself up, trying to wake himself up with it.
Well, guys, this room's pretty, isn't it?
It's lovely.
He turned to see Bogger taking a piss up the wall.
Bogger, at least pitching the markings, mate. At least make something nice out of it to add to the elegance of this room.
Sometimes Bogwood is so eloquent and so refined, and sometimes he's just not.
His half-orcish nature wins out occasionally.
True.
Yes.
Well, at least he's not taking a shit in the corner, so thankful of small mercies.
Well,
That'll be another con save.
Ugh.
For everyone else apart from Boggrud for the smell.
He's used to it.
Smells a bit musty.
But yeah, there are two doorways leading off this room. You don't see anything else apart from the fact noticing it's incredibly tidy.
So what do we reckon?
Oh.
What do we reckon, folks? Do we split up?
no.
I mean, how about I suggest this? How about maybe if we split up me, Bogwood, Hecknom, Greg, we'll go this way, and Dolian, you can go that way.
Guys, just a question.
Mm-hmm.
Have any of you noticed how tidy this place is, considering it's not been opened in centuries?
Of course, it's beautiful. I'm half wondering if it's a.
When you say tidy, do you mean there's not a speck of dust around? It's been very well kept and swept and everything.
Yeah.
Can't say I've noticed.
Yeah, probably means there's somebody in it
Yeah, more than likely.
somewhere. Yeah.
Is Heckman stood in front of the door?
Yeah.
Can I prod it with my hammer, please?
That's
Yes,
what she said.
opens really. As soon as you put any weight on it, it just, no creaking or anything, it just slides open very easily.
Very handy how they're all pushies, not a pulley.
They go both ways.
Bentley Sam.
Well, this is a Sam-themed dungeon, so makes sense.
Yeah.
There's a back entrance. It goes both ways through every door.
I mean, I will give you inspiration for that, Graham, because...
I mean, that's what I said. We should split the party and take it both ways at once.
Well,
DP.
Get round the corner.
Let's Eiffel Tower this dungeon.
I was about to say we get round the corner. There's just a big Eiffel Tower statue.
you can see down here, there's another sort of corridor that leads to another room.
Oh, should we go
Stairs
that
going
way?
up or down?
Both.
Down.
Goes down just like Sam.
Yeah.
Goes-
You're not wrong.
Every room seems to be, you feel like you're going deeper underground.
Going deeper underground.
Guys, did you ever hear of the ancient legend of Moria?
So, do most people seem to be going that way through that far door?
Oh, let's be decisive. Come on, that corridor looks fun. Let's go right, shall we, for a change?
No, I quite like going left.
Oh my
Forward,
goodness.
That's what you see. There's no door there. It leads to another chamber.
Are you coming this way, Greg?
I'm going that
Yeah, I'm going this way.
Pogger's wandered off.
Oh, good.
Have a jacket.
Take care of Carlos.
Does he do anything without you nearby?
Disappears.
Far away.
No, he is a friendly. He acts on his own accord, and unless I command him to do something, I command him to stay with you.
Does he have to be so close to you then?
Nope.
And you command him not to gnaw Bogred's face off at any
No
opportunity.
problem. No, God, no. It vanishes at next dawn or when it's reduced to zero. It won't take long.
Don't these bag of tricks things, if you don't order them around, they just sort of act within their nature?
Yeah. But they're friendly to me and my companions. You are a companion.
Sucks to be you.
Good thing that you said companion and not friend.
Scott, can I murder Bograd in his sleep, please?
Oh, Graham,
I've
I
got
would have
the
given you
skills to do
inspiration
it.
for that one.
You
Beautiful.
have the skill. Unfortunately, there is no mechanics in my game for PvP, so
That's
Regardless of the skill, he doesn't have the damage output. It would go very south for him very quickly.
right.
So, those heading right, as Hecknom is already there, you come across a table in this room, 5 chairs, and there is there's a couple of bits of paper, like parchment, on this, but again, positioned perfectly, not crumpled or anything. They seem to be well kept and kept in precise position on the table.
I would very much
Can
like
I-
to read them
Yeah.
before Dolian steals them.
I'm not going to steal them. I'm going to read them.
Can you read?
I'm highly intelligent, I'll have you know. I just don't show it very often.
That's not answering the question.
Yes, I can read, Sam.
Good.
I'm from a very wealthy family.
Roll me a d8, Sam,
T8.
please. Yeah, just roll me a
6.
d8. So you pick up this parchment, and the writing on it is in Elvish, but it's
Which I
but
speak.
it's very very neat handwriting though. It's easy to read, and it reads, "Though his allies have sworn themselves to us, there is a lingering fear that they may change sides once the person to whom they made their oath returns. The uncertainty arises from the knowledge that loyalty can shift when circumstances change. It is not uncommon for individuals to align themselves with those in power, only to switch allegiances when a new leader emerges. This concern highlights the delicate nature of alliances and the need to constantly reassess and reinforce trust in such relationships."
Yeah.
Is it signed Brexit?
It is not.
It is.
I thought is it the journal of the French president from World War II?
Well, it seems
Yes.
my friends at whatever person wrote this, they almost foretold what's happening now, that allegiances are switching with the first sniff of power. So someone here is either acutely aware of what's going on, or this is history repeating itself yet again.
There is a second page
Ooh.
on parchment there. If anyone else wants to get that, as Sam's reading that one, if anyone else
I would
reads
like
Elvish.
Oh, Elvish. I know it's Elvish, but can't understand a word of it.
Hold it upside down.
Well, roll me a d8 to see which page you have, please, Dolian.
6.
You are holding the same page as Sam without
Standing next to
realising.
each
No,
other.
re-roll it for me.
4.
So this one reads. So Sam, you read this, and the first word straight away just piques your interest, and
Ooh.
it reads, "Tiresome. The Prince of Fools may seem like an unlikely ally, but his contribution in creating the weapons that saved us cannot be overstated. With his unique perspective and unconventional approach, he has brought a fresh and innovative perspective to the table. His expertise and creativity in weapon design were instrumental in developing the tools we needed to defend ourselves. Despite his reputation as a fool, Hyacinth proved a valuable and unexpected asset in our fight for survival. His involvement highlights the importance of embracing different perspectives and not underestimating the potential contributions of unlikely allies."
Hyacinth. So he created these weapons. Clever fellow.
I also read a page.
There's only 2 on this table, but you'll have chance,
right.
Greg. But you'll notice it is written in exactly the same handwriting, though.
Interesting to know. These must be ancient papers from the heroes of old, talking about the creation of these very weapons that we hold. Does anyone else Does anyone else know that? I mean, Greg would know Hyacinth.
Greg's met Hyacinth.
Yes.
I don't think I have.
No, it's Sam's patron. That's
Yeah,
where
I
he's got his
definitely
warlocky
haven't.
shit from.
Yeah, definitely haven't.
Well, this was everything in the meeting room. Should we carry on?
Sorry, what?
As Hecnom can't read these pages, and he looks like he's just keep on walking.
Pretty much. It's more like on guard, looking ahead
Yeah.
just in case.
You can see another room from where you are. Another little staircase leading down, and another small chamber here with a table and some more parchment on that.
Excellent. And no door there. That's not a door.
No door, just a corridor.
The door here?
There is a door there, yes.
Greg, there's a book for you to read.
Ooh, good luck.
If you can read it. I don't think I can. Doesn't look like Infernal.
Can I try?
Can you speak Elvish?
No, so what I was going to ask is, can I try a performance of reading the book as it is and hope that Sam understands me well enough to translate it?
Yes.
Oh, I love this.
Roll me a performance.
Love it.
Like if you're trying to read something written in German, but you don't speak German, but somebody
Well-
next to you does, but's blind.
Yes.
I got
Well,
20. I burnt my inspiration to make it a good performance.
okay. So you read the words as they make sense to you, but the alphabet itself is not familiar to you. So though you might be making all the right noises, but you are definitely making them in the wrong order.
Has anyone seen the infamous video? I think it was from one of the Britain's Got Talent or whatever of Ken Lee.
Yeah.
That is exactly what I'm picturing.
Yeah. So there might be the odd word or there that Sam would recognise, like the word up, used, in,
Oh.
victory. Like you maybe get one or two words, but the rest of it, it is just absolute gibberish performed with exceptional commitment.
I tell you what, Greg, you may not know what you're reading, but your performance was just exquisite. Absolutely exquisite.
I didn't take any psychic damage from that. That nonsense.
That's what Bogwood sees as he reaches the end of his tether. I mean,
I would like to gently take the page from Greg and read out loud what Greg has just tried to perform.
When the enemy returns, it will be crucial to have new heroes who can step up and defend against the threat. These heroes will need to be brave, skilled, and ready to face the challenges that lie ahead. However, it is also important to consider the weapons that we used during the First War. Hopefully these new heroes will be able to find and utilize the same weapons that we wielded in the previous conflict. These familiar weapons have proven their effectiveness and could provide a significant advantage in the battle against the returning enemy. It is a combination of these new heroes and the weapons from the past that will help ensure victory and protect the safety of our world once again.
It's like they knew us.
That's exactly what I said.
Yes.
I mean, obviously Bogrod knows none of this, but personally, I always like that. You know, they're like, we need to ensure that they get these weapons, and then they spread them out across the entire fucking planet.
Never watched Dragon Ball Z.
So they don't fall.
So just put them in a vault
hands.
somewhere with 8 million guards.
So, Bogwood, you step into this room here, and it looks again like another study. There's a table, chair, and again, there is some parchment on there. I don't know if Bogwood can read Elvish.
No, Bogrod can read Common, Orcish, Draconic, Giant, and Undercommon.
Basically every language except.
He has 5 language proficiencies, and none of them are useful.
But yeah,
I don't even think he would. I don't even think he would realise that it's going to be useful information to have. So I think he'd probably just leave it there. He'd have a look around for anything that he would deem useful. But a piece of paper with a bunch of stuff scribbled on it that he can't read would mean nothing to him. So if there's nothing that looks remotely useful from a Bogrod perspective, he'd probably just turn around and leave.
I mean, there are parchment and ink bottles, general bits and bobs, but nothing.
So he wouldn't. Would he even know that Sam speaks Elvish? Probably not.
I don't think
So he wouldn't even think, "Oh, I'll take that and see if Sam can read it."
Well, do me a favour, just roll me a d8, and I can just work out which one that would be.
Okay. Again, it seems silly that this person has spread their diary or whatever across multiple rooms in a dungeon underground.
8. We've had an 8 already.
We had re-rolled. Have we had a 5?
A 5. We haven't had a 5, have we? No.
Okay, so page 5 is up there.
Well, yeah.
But nothing of real use to Bogrod. He'll carry on heading down this way, and then. Yeah.
Hecknon's repeating what he's been doing with doors.
I'll open that up as you're heading that way, Graham. Which way? South?
Yep.
Cool. Door swings easily open.
I'm going to go up.
I'm going to go with Hecknon because you know that lad can't stay on his feet.
Also, there's another door in front of you here, Hecknam. Are you opening that as well?
Oh, it's the door there? Yeah.
Boom, boom.
As you open that door, what you see in front of you looks a lot like what Greg was trying to describe to you.
Wow!
He came out of the well. There's this like sort of wildflowers growing, trees. The sunlight seems to be coming through a sort of window almost in the ceiling. And
Can
if
I investigate the ceiling, that window in the ceiling?
Yeah, do me a perception just to see. With a 10, because the light is coming through very bright. You notice there's like something in the middle of this window, so just hanging there. And with a 10, you can't quite make out exactly what it is, but you can see something there that doesn't look like it belongs there. Dolly, do you want to draw me a quick perception?
No, can I investigate it? I'm not perceptive.
Yeah, from where you are at the edge of the room, you can't tell what it is. You might need to get closer, stand underneath it to see what it is.
What the hell's that?
I'd like to continue going up.
Continue going up, yeah. And there's obviously, you'll see there's 2 doors, one on the left, one on the right.
Can I just ask quickly, is this garden, does it look tidy? Has it been kept trim?
Yes. None of the trees, none of the bushes are overgrowing.
Not
It's very well manscaped.
Very well trimmed.
Looking very, very well kept.
Impressive.
Look, heck no, this shouldn't be this nice.
I'm not quite sure how they've managed to grow all this so far underground.
I wonder if it's on the market. It'd make a great base.
Are you heading left, Angela?
Yeah, I think Sam's heading right. I'm heading left.
Cool. So to the left, as you walk in, it seems to be a stream sort of thing, like almost like a fountain on the wall with water just trickling, filling up a deep sort of pool.
Do you remember?
Is it a bath?
No, it's like more like a pool as such. It's a little deep and a little like you'd be able to stand in it.
I'd like to swim some laps while I wait for Sam to catch up.
Yeah, you step in and the water feels fantastic, and you start swimming. It's cold, but again, it like the well. It seems really fresh water. It seems even fresher than the water.
I'm used to the seawater, so this will be nice for me.
Yeah.
I'm just going to stay in there until Sam catches up and tells me otherwise.
Cool. So Sam, you go in this room, and again, it seems that there's parchments and boxes and bits and bobs in this room, but I'm guessing
Bits and bobs.
It's a what?
I vaguely heard him say bits and bobs, but it sounded like he said bits of Bob.
Oh God.
Greg
You
just
wanted to
swimming.
read the parchment? Catherine?
Yes, please. Would you like me to roll, or do we have
Yes, please.
a D8? Oh, have we had one before?
We haven't.
Exciting.
So you read this parchment, and it reads, "The chilling power of ice has corrupted the once harmonious family of Bane,
Ooh.
taking control of their very being for its own frigid purposes. Like a sinister puppeteer, this icy force manipulates their every move, using them as mere instruments to fulfill its cold desires. The warmth that once radiated from their hearts has been replaced by icy coldness, freezing their emotions and clouding their judgment. The family members, once filled with love and compassion, now carry out the bidding of this malevolent power, without question or hesitation. The destructive nature of ice has transformed them into instruments of chaos, spreading its icy grip wherever they go. The tragic tale of the Bane family serves as a haunting reminder of the dangers that lie in the unchecked power of ice and the devastating consequences it can have on those it controls."
Now, Sam remembers a long time ago Hyacinth talking in riddles to him, and he struggles to remember the verses, but I'm sure there was something mentioned about a Prince of Frost. History is a loop again, repeating. See, I've got Prince of Thorns. Prince of
No,
Thorns.
that's supposed to be Prince of Frost.
Prince of Frost, it says. See, he's causing all kinds of trouble.
Do we hear Greg? Do me and Hecknum hear Greg swimming about and splashing?
Too far away.
Yeah,
Now-
probably too far away.
This swimming thing.
Now, Sam sits. I don't know if you want me to roll for this. And is remembering all the strange messages that Hyacinth had sent him in dreams. One specifically talking about how the Prince of Frost is a patron like he is, and that there is a vessel out there. And there's a mention of how to defeat him is no easy task. But Sam can't quite remember if that's still true, if that's still the case, or whether it was just a generalised warning from Hyacinth.
It wasn't planned for
I
you.
mean,
know.
Hyacinth speaks sort of like almost in riddle.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know if Sam would truly know if it was meant to be.
I don't want to lock you down to any canon that I've got recorded from December 2021. So,
No, it's all planned, all arranged, and yeah, the Prince of Frost is a patron from the Fae, just as Hyacinth is.
Because Sam remembers the rhyme that said, "To defeat him is no easy task, child. He can only be killed in the Feywild." Which which kind of clicks together for Sam that there is another force manipulating beyond Bane, beyond maybe even this figure Salus Kai. Is that the vessel? Is Bane the vessel? Or is Salus Kai the Prince of Frost in disguise? Sam's not used to thinking so hard.
No. But yeah, so Sam probably be pondering over that minute. Greg?
Yeah.
Would you be able to roll me... No, 1 second. I want everybody actually to roll me another con save, please.
Me as well?
Apart from Sam.
Go. I'm special.
Big fucking blood bullshit.
Is 12 high enough?
12.
I've got inspiration I can burn.
Give me 1 second. I'll just do this bit with
No worries.
Greg. Greg, I need you to roll me 4d4, please. So as you're swimming in this water, you start feeling a bit stronger, like the bad night's sleep you had. You feel some of those aches and some of the negative aspects that you were feeling from that. Sort of like just leave your body a little bit as you heal for 15 hit points.
I healed for 1. Awesome. Thank you. I was ready to take them down off my hit points then.
Oh, no,
I
no.
thought it was damage.
I also assumed that was going to be damage.
Not everything has to be horrible all the
Are
time.
they bonus HP by any chance, or just normal?
No, you feel better. You feel as if you've just gained 15 hit points.
Woo!
You can't go past your hit points.
Hecknom, I would need a con save from you, please, sir. But Dolian and Greg, though. So, Greg, you're not sure if it's the swimming or whatnot, but you do yourself a yawn while swimming, and Dolian next to Hecknom, you as well, just out of nowhere, just let out a big yawn.
I hate you all.
Bogwood and Hecknom are fine this time. They're feeling not a problem. I will move to Bogwood. So Bogwood, you step into this room and you see a giant map on the table in front of you. And as you get closer, if you want to just do me a quick either investigation or perception, whichever one you would prefer, or history, or nature. I would allow any of those.
So you'll allow anything that's wisdom or intelligence based, of which I have basically 0. No, to be fair, I have +3 to perception. Everything else is a 0. So.
Yeah.
I will attempt to perceive. I failed at perceiving.
Who said that?
You're not 100% sure, but you think you recognise one area on this map.
Okay.
And it looks like your homeland. You see one area of this map, it looks like Zetok. You're not quite making out the rest of it. You did have the map of where you are, don't you? So
I mean, would I make the logical leap if I can see on a map Zetok that this is a map of Evalthon?
I would say yes.
It wouldn't have been readily apparent, but if I've recognised one consonant, I mean, I would logically just assume, well, that must be the rest of them then. I just don't know what they look like. So I don't know which is which, because my geography's crap, but I recognise my own one.
Yeah, you recognise your own with the 8, and again, I would imagine he's smart enough to realise it's probably a map of Evalthon.
Somebody asked me to look at a map of the world and was like, point to Luxembourg. I won't be able to do it, but I know where the UK is, so I mean, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah. Yeah, you recognise this and put 2 and 2 together and think this is a map of Evalthon.
Okay. Are there any pins in it, or notations or annotations on it?
You see one marker, one discoloration, one sort of thing on this map, and it seems to be off the west coast. It's sort of like in the sea. You could just see like a little marker, like a cross or something, a red cross that's just on a dot in the sea, but it's the opposite
I don't know where
side.
it is or what it
Yeah.
means, but I can
But
see it. Yeah.
It's the opposite side of the map to where Zetok is, or you do know.
Yeah,
where
I don't know
Zetok
what it's indicating or something. There is something noted on the map, but fuck knows what that is. I need the more intelligent people here for this.
That's what you see there. Greg, not Greg. Greg, you're still swimming, are you?
Cover the yawn. I'm still in the water, but I'm perched up on the side. You know, like when you do with your hands over the side, your head on your hands.
Yeah.
Like a little mermaid.
Hecknon's gone for a stroll.
Yeah, there's probably another perception or investigation just while you're walking. Just roll a little bit back. Oh, as you're walking, you're a bit confused, but yeah, you see a piton that seems to be just resting where the sky seems to be shining through into this this garden area.
Nice.
Again, as you're walking
isn't
through,
that what Greg said he threw the piton down in that well?
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah.
Is that what that thing is?
Well.
Just out of curiosity, did I tell you that I'd done it? Or was it just Sam that I said it to because Sam was next to me? Because you guys were all up at the top, so I don't know if you guys are actually aware.
I wasn't at the top. Hecknon was just watching everyone else scatter around to start off with.
Fair enough.
I will say Greg doesn't tend to whisper.
Hey, you
Yeah,
guys.
There we go.
Oh, yeah, Greg would have turned his own and gone, Sam, I threw a pigeon down the well. Anybody in the nearby area has heard that.
Tom's hair's like,
But yeah, if that's all we're seeing in this room.
As I've walked down towards this, can I listen to make sure I'm not hearing any sounds of like Bograd shouting and thumping and screaming? Because
Have you summoned me as you walked past my room?
So the sounds of violence rather than the
Yes.
sounds of silence.
Yes.
yeah, roll a perception if you want to listen.
Cool. And yeah, I will say to Greg as I as I walk past, saying, Greg, I'm going down here. Why don't you join us when you've finished swimming?
Yeah. As long as you've told him.
16.
So with the 16, you're listening.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you don't hear anything else. It seems very tranquil and quiet, and especially in this garden, it seems very relaxing. But no, sorry, with a 20 or a 24, Hegnon. So as you're looking around, you see this in the sky, this piton that seems to be just above you. The light itself is directly over this pond, and maybe as you look down, you notice there's something in the middle of this pond.
Is it the
Under
pigeon
the
shadow?
water.
Can Dolian have a look to see what it is?
You can do if Hector tells you it's there.
So that was Sam.
Yes.
Sam, have you seen Greg? He likes swimming.
Oh, he's found somewhere else to swim. He's doing laps.
I think there's something in the water here.
I'm going to shout down the echoey corridors like, Greg, there's more water.
Greg. Oh,
There's some
okay.
pretty water this way.
I will make my way down.
Cool.
Yeah, obviously Dolian heard that conversation because it was loud enough for Sam to hear.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah,
I like it. This is where I was in the sky.
Right. Oh, I see. I look up.
I was the sky, and this is this place.
Well, you can have a swim in here as well now if you'd like.
I'm not even going to ask how the water looks this time. As long as it looks deep enough, I just want to dive straight in.
Cannonball!
It's not as deep as like obviously the well or anything like that, but it's It's decent enough, and yeah, you diving and swim to
Make sure I didn't face plant it.
swim to the middle, and you see under under the water, directly in the middle of this thingy, there seems to be a circular wooden sort of artifact, and one thing you see twinkling from the center of this artifact is just it seems to be like a light just sparkling from the sunlight above.
Can I grab it?
You can, and as you do and put it in your hand, you would feel that it is the same thing you witnessed on the statue above. It is the crown, Spellweaver's crown.
Does the gem detach from it easily?
No.
Fine, I'll just return to the surface. I'll put the crown on my head. I'm not going to say anything about it when I return to the surface, but I will be wearing it. If anybody sees it, they see it.
Cool. Bogwood, are you doing anything else in that room?
I mean, I imagine there was nothing else for me to find in that room, so Bogrod would probably go back to try and find everybody else to tell them that he'd found a study and a room with a big map to see if they want to come make anything of it.
Cool, yeah. So you can get all the way around to the garden if you wish. We're not in any sort of initiative order.
I mean, yeah, if you're happy with me to spin it all the way around to here, then yeah, I'll just catch up and go. I went the other way. There's a
Oh,
study
that's where you were.
and a room with a big map, but none of that seemed interesting to me. Some shit written in Elvish. I don't read Elvish.
So nothing to thump then?
Nothing to punch, nothing to eat, nothing to steal.
Nothing to fuck?
Depends how desperate I was. I mean, sofas, you know.
There's some trees here, I guess.
The bark, splinters. Bad idea.
So the gang's all here.
Spoke from experience.
It did seem a little that way.
From Bogwood, obviously, not Graham. But yeah, so Greg surfaces and on his head, those who saw the statue outside in any sort of detail at all would notice that the same crown that was upon Spellweaver's head is on Greg's head now.
I would like to.
Lovely crown, Greg.
How does Greg? I want to check how well it suits Greg.
It's not fitting him well. It's sort of like balancing on the top of his head, more like a skull cap on Greg's head, because
like a little fascinator.
Bigger heads than yes.
Amazing. Does Nim spot anything as it does kind of laps around?
Again, just looks really, really well kept. Like the garden seems to be. You can see, like, even where the wildflowers are, you can see some of them have been dug up with what looks like tools and quite freshly done, and everything seems fine.
Well, I'm not entirely sure what's going on here, but we have the crown. Maybe we should leave and close the door behind us, and if in future we need a place to stay.
Barbara would like to, being as tactically minded as he is, turn to everybody and go, does this not feel like it's been a little bit too easy?
It really does.
It's really beautiful, though. Let's just stay a while. Let's just chill, relax.
Do these waterfalls go anywhere?
Enjoy ourselves.
But we came to a nice clean dungeon with no traps, no enemies, no nothing. Got the thing we were looking for. I mean, never goes like that.
Man, I mean, maybe we should have been here 8 hours earlier. We could have long rested here.
Yes, I know, exactly.
It looks like nobody has been here for, it seems weird. It smells as if nobody's been here, and this place has been hidden for generations. People have been to the place you was above, but without Lullaby, obviously no one was able ever to gain access into this place. This is like a secret sanctuary of Istari Spellweaver. We'll call it Spellweaver's Sanctuary.
I mean, are we saying here
Become a secret base.
Well, I mean, are we saying here that the only way we could get into here was because of my special weapon giving us access to an area that no one's seen in forever?
Yes. Is you penetrating your weapon into the statue of the starry spelly was the only reason you got in here?
Well, I mean, I wasn't penetrating it. She was grabbing hold of my weapon. I mean, it wasn't... It was a mutual thing. Anyway. Oh.
Yeah, let's just stay here a while.
Oh, look at her face. She seems so big already.
Can Hecknom, as he's relaxing, cast augury?
Ooh.
Augury?
Yes.
Ooh, what did that do?
How long does it take to cast?
10 minutes.
Yeah.
As a ritual.
Yeah.
What does this one do?
What does this bad do? He's got a divining rod.
Nice. Nice.
Oh!
Oh, I like that.
That is such a good cleric spell that I have never ever used or taken.
It's a ritual, so you want to keep having that on your list. You can always use it without a spell slot.
So, yeah, what plan of action? I mean, what are you... What is the...
If we stayed here for a prolonged period of time, would anything bad happen to us?
So the omen you get is wheel and woe.
So, obviously...
Now, as that's taken 10 minutes, I need you all to do another con save, apart from Sam.
12!
Oof.
12! 23.
Yeah, I've got the hang of this now.
Dolly and Bogwood are fine. I mean, Hecknom and Bogwood are fine. Sam's feeling fine.
The last con save as well was Dolly and Greg got 12-12 and Bogwood got 23. It's literally just repeated.
Dolly and Hecknom and Grezeg, you both feel you again let out a big yawn, but instead of just a yawn, you start feeling very, very tired.
Oh,
like,
guys,
incredibly tired. You just start feeling like everything feels a bit heavy.
I'm just going to cuddle up between these two trees and get myself into a little cat ball. And, I told you I didn't get enough sleep last night.
I'm just sitting by the water, just chilling and almost falling asleep, just chilling in the grass.
You toe in the water, yes, in the sand.
Yeah, pretty much.
So are you guys trying to sleep, or are you just getting comfortable?
Just getting comfortable.
He said everything feels heavy, so I'm just sitting down and getting comfortable.
It is very bizarre because literally 6 seconds ago, you guys yawned once, but you didn't feel tired, and all of a sudden, this wave of lethargic it just comes over you, and you just start feeling very tired. Very, very peculiar. It's not like a normal full day of activity. You feel tired. It just seems to just hit you like a ton of bricks. Suddenly, your just whole body feels tired.
Guys, do you think we might just... Do you think it's a bad idea to stay here? Because I feel exhausted out of nowhere.
But we haven't done anything.
Exactly my point.
Come on, guys. What's the problem with you? Come on, chivvy. We've got things to do. We need to take this crown back. I say we do look up this place because we need to come back here, but come on.
Bogger will pick up Greg and start walking out with Greg.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if I have any reason as to why it's happening?
Yeah, by all means, try to, yes.
No. Nothing's broken.
Yes.
That's 3 12s in a row now.
Hecknom's happy enough to be, heard Sam and go along and follow suit.
Yeah, so what, we all heading back out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okey-dokey. It was me giving you guys free greater healing potions, and you were leaving. But I guess Greg hasn't told you that he felt so much better after getting out of that water, did he?
Nope.
Nope.
So yeah, if you're all making your way
Downtown.
then yeah, you can start walking through the corridors. You know the way back. I will need if you're just making the direct route out, you can start going. But I will need one more conce from everybody, bar Sam, before you reach the exit.
Will you allow me to retcon and say I filled up my water bottle thing with the water from the pond?
I will allow you. Yeah, you've got. Yeah, I'm guessing when you guys drink a healing potion, you don't drink it and you're not pouring that shit up and going another one. I mean, you keep the empty flasks in your bag. So I will say you fill up one of your empty potion bottles with the water, and you have a greater healing potion.
Actually, speaking of, I need to go and fill my potion bottle. I'll be back.
So Hecknom, Bogwood, you're fine. You're fine. Jolien, you
Tired.
you start walking back, and if you want to just show me how far you want to get back, so you can walk in. So it'll be before you get into this room as you're walking. Oh, 1 second. Into this room before you get back. So you get there, and just exhaustion overtakes you, and you just face plant straight to the ground and are fast asleep. As Bogwood is carrying Greg, Greg's feeling drowsy and very sleepy. Greg just eyes shut, and you just feel a dead weight as you're carrying him. And Greg, you also fall asleep.
I think even though Greg's, a half, I think I'd still be I'd be all right with his weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm only a scrawny little thing. I'm not. You're the big built thing, and I'm just a little skinny twig.
Okay, so Greg's fallen asleep, slung over my shoulder. Bogred's fallen, not Bogred, Dolian's fallen asleep and face planted on the floor. Okay, Bogred will just step over the now prone sleeping Dolian and carry on.
On it. To be expected, let's be honest.
What is everyone else doing if you're heading out? Anyone gonna help?
Anybody gonna bother waking Dolian up, or are we just leaving him?
Didn't see him.
Is he asleep?
Well, you'd have walked. Well, you don't know he's asleep. No, so Sam, you would walk past a sleeping Dolian.
Has he fallen asleep on the floor?
He's just like, as he's walking, he's just gone.
Trying to wake him up.
Can I try and grab him by the back of his clothing and just try and drag him out like some toddler that's laying out on the floor?
Yeah, you have to give me a quick strength.
This isn't going to go well. It's not going to go well. Sam,
surely Jackal will do it.
Jackal can help, but we can't carry much.
No, not a strength save, just a strength check.
Advantage for the Jackal.
With a 14, it's not anywhere near as easy as it looks Bogwood carrying Greg, but you start dragging him slowly towards the, just dragging him up these steps.
I'm not checking. I'm not checking for door. Yeah, I'm not checking for door jams or.
Was you dragging him by the legs or by the collar?
By the scruff of the collar.
So his head's off the ground, but his feet are just.
Going round a corner. Maybe I've taken the corner a little bit kind of close. Clonk.
Oh, you knock him on the head?
A little bit. Just a little bit. Oopsie. I'm not that coordinated.
Dolian, you kind of stir a little bit.
10 more minutes, Mum.
You don't realise, obviously, you've just been bumped on your head, but I would say that would be classed as an action to awaken somebody, which that's not how
sleep works.
Yeah, the sleep spell works as such. You can take an action to wake them up.
You can do, yeah. Yeah, you can.
Yeah. So with the bump on the head, you kind of open your eyes and you feel really groggy. You still feel very tired, but you're able just to kind of wake up a little bit, and you will be able to move on your own merits, but again, you're very sluggish and.
That's fine. Dolan's going to pretend to be sleeping because he doesn't want to use his own energy.
Lazy bastard.
Performance.
Are we all heading straight out?
Yeah.
Yep. Greg is sat there with his thumb in his mouth and his finger around his nose, just screaming away.
Greg's such a treasure.
Oh.
Such a glorious little himbo.
RP Greg's the best Greg.
Oh.
Greg is being carried by you.
Let's see what horrors are awaiting us as we exit this with probably the crown that was stopping all the monsters and the crazy shit. No.
You walk out of this dungeon, or this sanctuary, and again, bright sunlight hits your eyes. Greg still fast asleep. Dolian, drowsy but pretending to be asleep.
I want to give him a bit more of a shove with my foot now. Wake up!
Throw him in the well.
I'm not that strong.
I'll put Greg down and help you throw him in the well.
I mean, yes, please.
I'll hear that and I'll be like, I'm awake. I was tired.
There's a big roar playing out of Scott's phone.
Can someone just
What?
turn the dragon down, please?
Scott's phone just did a big dragon roar at us.
Can someone turn the dragon? Tell the dragon to go away. I'm not in the mood for it.
And
Sleep time.
As you step out of this place,
Yeah.
if you want to roll me a perception, those that are awake, Dolian will be at disadvantage as he's pretending to be asleep.
I'm rolling anyway, because I want to see if I see it in my dream.
6.
I'm asleep, but I might be dreaming it.
You can hear stuff and your body connects it, yeah.
I still think it was a dream, but I might.
Well, at least your hand isn't in anything wet.
It's my mouth.
Don't give her ideas.
Nothing. Sam with a 15. Bogard with a 17. You do notice that all around you, you see a few different sized green dragons that seem to be
Chris did what now?
hanging around
Dragon did the what thing?
outside this place.
Shit.
And for fun, as it's 10:30, let's just roll some initiative.
Whoop. Little roll.
Before we roll into combat, can I wake Greg up?
Nope.
Oof.
I'm going to do something stupid and burn my inspiration to re-roll my initiative.
I lost twice to 2 people with nat ones.
That's better. That was a worthwhile use of my initiative.
With my perception, I can see these dragons. What is their behaviour? What are they doing? Do they look pissed, or are they kind of smiling and waving?
I they've got beer.
They look like they would take great joy from ripping the flesh from your bones.
Oh, the usual then. Just making sure they weren't friendly dragons here to congratulate us on solving the dungeon puzzle.
I mean, if you want to roll history checks, I mean, you can see whether or not they look like they could be of the same gene pool as many of the other green dragons you have seen. I don't think any of them have.
No.
Is it Celeborn, the one that's evil?
It is.
That we killed his babies.
I remember the law thing.
And we killed his babies.
Yeah.
I have one in my glove right now.
Here's Daddy.
Gonna trade it for his parent.
Oh.
I mean, that's a whole new level of
Wrong.
Evil.
Yeah.
So we will kick this straight off. So as you step up and you all kind of walk up the staircase and through this open, the bright lights, the sun kind of hits your eyes and you kind of daze for a second and you hear the noise you hear the roar of a dragon. And as you sort of just pan around and see everything, you see these 3 dragons of different sizes just around as if they were waiting for you. And Bogwood, with Greg still over shoulder, you react fastest.
That's good, because I'm going to essentially waste my first turn by putting Greg down gently.
Stop him.
Just by throwing Greg at the dragon.
Drop him like his heart.
If I drop him, will he wake up without me having to waste an action waking him up?
I would say if someone's fast asleep and you was to drop them, it would at least make them stir. So, same rule as Dolly getting bumped on the head.
Yeah.
Cool. Instead of wasting an action to wake him up, then I will just shrug Greg off of my shoulder onto the floor.
Yep.
I'm quite touched that you'd waste an action in combat just to wake me up and not leave it for somebody else.
I was gonna, but then you were like, "No, just drop me." Like, okay.
Thank you.
It's the Orcmance that he's got going on.
And then, I mean, true to Bogwood form, I mean, I can speak Draconic, so are they saying anything to one another? Because I would be able to understand if they were communicating.
Yeah, they'll be saying that the larger one of the 3 of them there will be saying, these are the ones that killed your brothers and sisters.
Fuck.
Cool.
We may as well move it now.
Well, then, Bogwood will use a bonus action to Giant's Might. Obviously. Because, of course, I would. Because why would I not? There's dragons that need a fighting.
Here's Bogwood.
Let me just tick stuff off my sheet so I remember what I've used for next session, because there's going to be 2 weeks between the start and end of this fight.
No, there's not.
And then I will run straight up to the big one and just start decking it in the face.
Let's do it. So just roll the first attack for me instead of roll them all, Graham.
Okay. That's a 32 to hit. Does that hit?
Yes, that hits. So just want to roll me the damage on that one.
It's 28.
So one thing you notice as you attack, you punch this thing, as you do, it feels, you can't explain it at the minute, but it feels like the weapon that you're wielding on your hand just seems to have...
You bastard.
I'm going to start testing my bicep, because I feel like I just hit him way harder than I usually would.
You feel your connection with these weapons seems to have increased a little bit, and so in a sense it is now a +2 weapon and you have a little bit more damage.
So Bogwood smirks, cracks his knuckles, and winds up for attack number 2.
What was that, 28 off then?
So attack number 2. That's another 32. Does that still hit?
That still hits.
And shall I just do attack number 3 at the same time, just to...
Yeah.
And then a 22 with the third attack.
Yep, all 3 hits.
So that's another 19 plus 11 is 30, 44, 49 to go with the original 28. So that's what, 77 damage total for that turn?
Yeah, this dragon looks blooded. You've punched it 3 times in the face, and you can just see like 1 or 2 of its teeth have blown out. You've cut its face, and there's blood pouring out, and it's blooded and damaged, and like with more power than you would.
But stronger than I used to be. Yeah. No, that's gonna be awesome.
It is now the dragon's turn, and it will just, as you're stood right next to it, I think it would just make sense. It would just attack you.
Yeah.
But with its 3 attacks, so it will bite first. But 10
plus stuff.
No.
Is that with the plus stuff?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then 2 claw attacks of a 20 and a 19.
Yeah, hit beats and meets. So yeah, they'll both hit.
first one 14 slashing, and the second one 9 slashing.
Cool. So 23 damage.
As you punch it, it's just going toe to toe, but in its eyes, you can see it's looking at you with fury and anger, and this thing.
Can I use my big action to go? Ha ha! Today is a good day to die. I'm really getting into it.
In Draconic.
In Draconic, yeah.
So everyone else just hears you roaring.
Must be a Tuesday.
Apart from Sam, who Sam would understand, I believe.
I understand everything, baby.
Yes. I don't know if everyone else speaks Draconic, but yeah,
Nope.
you can. But it's looking at you as if, like, it
I think canonically, to everybody else, Bograd was lulling around the nerd dungeon, not being able to do nothing, not having nothing to read, looking a little bit bored and lethargic, and just like, ugh. And that, like, just the change in his demeanor and his expression is now he's like a kid on Christmas.
After that, it is now Greg's turn. Greg, you're kind of woken up. You're still feeling very sluggish, but you are laid on the ground.
From where I'm laying, I'm just going to point my staff and cast Hydra Heads there.
Okie dokie.
So it should attack this one 4 times. I will roll the dice, d20 4 times. It's plus 10 to hit. So 22, 15, 23, and 30.
Let's have a look. So it. What is it? Sorry, how many? What's the plus on it?
Plus 10.
So everything but the 5 will hit.
So 15 misses, and the 13. Oh yeah, it's 23. So 3 of them. So the damage, I'll deal with the crit afterwards, but the damage in general will be in total 3d6 cold damage. That's 11 cold. Plus 3d8. This is piercing damage. So 15 piercing damage plus another 12. Raw.
And then are you rolling the crit damage now?
Yes, what do I do for a crit?
Double the dice. So if it's 1d6 and 1d8, it'll be 2d6, 2d8.
No, hang on. Ignore that. It'll just be
1 more d6, 1 more d8.
Oh, yeah.
so it was the numbers there minus the 6, but it was plus 12.
35 damage total, is it?
Does that sound right? Well,
11
you're
plus
the math
15 is 26, plus another 6 is 32, plus 3, 35.
35 plus 12.
And then plus 12, 47.
So Greg's laid on the floor and he kind of just points his staff towards one of these small looking dragons, and you'll just all see 4 the ice hydra heads that you fought many weeks ago, months ago maybe, and they just sprout from the ground.
Canonically, about a week ago.
But they all start snapping and biting this dragon. Though one of them misses, the other 3 just seem to just rip it limb from limb, and as they all bite at the same time, I'll just say as they all pull back and just absolutely obliterate this dragon wormling.
So then I will use half my movement to stand up, and I will just move to here so I'm out of the way.
Cool. Then after you, it is Sam.
Okay. Sam is going to move over here and then use one of his racial traits to face step.
Yep.
30 feet over to in front of this thing here, and with his winter form, he is going to, when you use your face step, I don't really want to paste all of that in there. It's a lot. When you use your face step, you can touch one willing creature. Shit, that's No, that's the wrong one. Ah, there we go.
You might do it if you act nicely.
That was spring. I was looking at the wrong one. One creature of your choice that you can see within 5 feet of you must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be frightened of you until the end of your next turn. This is a bonus action, by the way. The saving throw is 8 plus proficiency, and I'm going to choose my charisma, which is a 17.
I rolled a 17 on my wisdom save.
So it matches and isn't scared of me. That was my bonus action to do that. So instead I'm just going to stab it in the face now with Lullaby.
Cool.
18.
18. And again, as Sam, you pull Lullaby out of the scabbard, and as you thrusting to attack, again, just something feels different.
Just feels a little bit
about
more
Lullaby.
firm in my hands, does it?
Yeah, it's a bit. It just feels stronger. Just feels harder.
Oh, that's so good. So it needs to see whether or not it falls immediately asleep.
Which I can remember the last time a green wormling was asleep next to Sam, and that was quite horrible. Con save.
At least I can't put my sword in its mouth and then try and blow its head off.
So yeah, you try to make it frightened, and you can just see the focus in its eyes again, full of hatred, full of anger. And then as you stab it with a lullaby, you see as if maybe it eyes start to shut a little bit, but then they just open with the
We need to
anger
stop talking
and
about
ferocity,
tiredness.
staring straight back at you, and he manages to save and does not fall asleep.
Cool, but anyway, he does take quite a bit of damage.
Yes, you notice that damage seems to have increased. You seem to be.
I like this place.
But then after, sorry, Sam.
Then can I take Nim's go on
Yes.
after me?
Yeah.
I'm just trying. That's in. Oh, it's in quasit form, isn't it?
It is.
Its speed is 40 foot. And so it was about there.
Yeah, I'd say you better get next to it.
Cool. And I'm going to use its claw in beast form, which it is. So that is plus 4 to hit.
With the flanking, so plus 3 or something. Plus
15.
15.
15 misses though. It's just as it slides in, the dragon's able to just kind of as it's a small dragon, it's able to just move its body and just move out of the way and miss that attack.
Cool, that's me done.
Dolian, you're next. You're dragged by Sam, so again, I'm going to say you are also still currently prone, even if sat or laid on the ground. But you are awake.
That's fine. Can I see over this wall here?
It's only a small wall, so the dragon, you'd be able to see the dragon head above where you are.
So what you're saying is, sitting down, I can steady aim and snap it.
Yes.
I would like.
Dolian's never going to get up again.
Firing a bow from prone though would be disadvantaged, so that'll just cancel that out and give you a normal attack without standing up. If you're led on the floor trying to fire a bow, that's not going to be fired like it would be if you were stood up.
Like with any other weapon, if you were laid down, it would be a disadvantage.
Just spend half your if you spend half your movement, you can't steady aim though, can you?
Nope. So if I steady aim and use my inspiration, can I get advantage?
No, that's no inspiration does. It's a reroll, not advantage.
It's like, that is pushing it.
Oh, isn't it? You got to ask the question. Fine, I'll stand up. I'll use half my movement. I'll stand up. I'll throw the bow at it. I mean, I'll.
No backsies. He just lost.
A 32 will hit.
It's a 29, but yeah.
Plus 3 for flanking if you're firing at the one next to me.
And again, sneak attack. That's awful. So that's 40.
40 points of damage. What's awful about that?
The one.
But yeah, as you stand up and
Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
use
5.
Snowcaller, the light that's formed, and the bang from the lightning just seems to be brighter and louder. And you just seem to feel like more energy moving through the bow as you release that bolt of lightning straight at this dragon, who you see the scorch marks on its side as the lightning bolt hits it, and he looks incredibly wounded now. Doesn't seem to have a lot left in him, but with the anger and hatred in his heart, it's not moving. It's standing its ground.
That's fine. And with that, I would like to use my bonus action to actively hide behind the wall.
Yeah, I mean, it is like
bonus action hide.
Yeah, it's not a high wall, so you will need to almost prone yourself again to hide behind
At
it.
least you stood up, fired a shot, walked across, leant down.
I have reasons.
It's like a decorational wall, like a ceremonial, like to make it look fancy.
Yes.
It's maybe
like a small
only
dike.
hip height at the very, very highest. But yeah, you could hide. Do me a quick stealth, just to...
24.
Yeah, so you kind of run and slide and get yourself in a position where you feel you're hiding quite well behind this wall.
Beautiful.
That's
my turn.
Not the jackal.
Oh yeah, Jackal. What's Jackie doing? Carlos. Anything for Carlos?
Oh, Carlos, I forgot about my jackal. Sorry. I didn't see him on the screen. Carlos, go find Sam and help. And that could be me.
What's that, Lassie? Fallen down the well?
Not yet.
Not yet.
That's Greg.
There's time, and there is a well.
Yeah.
What's a Jackal's movement?
Bite. They can bite, and that's about it.
I was wondering if it can actually move close enough to get an attack in.
40 feet of movement. It gets pack tactics, and that there's no bound or charge or.
Yeah, so I'll say be able to get next to him here. So if you want to roll any Jackal attacks.
Fucking D4. Pitiful.
Pack tactics, though, so that's advantage, right?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
That's a good thing.
So that's a 10 plus.
Plus 3 for flanking, so a 13 plus.
-1. Oh no, no, plus one.
Plus one.
To hit.
So as the Jackal jumps and tries to get over here, it's kind of tries to take a bite out of the dragon, but as it does, it doesn't penetrate the dragon scales and does no damage.
Yeah, that's fine.
Imagine if it didn't have pack tactics and it came over with a nat 1 and just bit Sam's leg. And then Dolian's like, "No, Jackal, I said help Sam, not help the dragon."
Not help yourself too, Sam.
What you don't realise is the dragon's also called Sam. So after the Jackal, it is Hetnom's turn.
So Hecknom is going to foolishly. He's going to go running and leaping off the top of the wall.
Give me an athletics or an acrobatics.
Oh yes.
This is going to go great.
So you want athletics. You do it well enough. It doesn't look fancy, but it does what you want it to do. You get over the wall and land on the other side.
As I'm leaping, I want to use my bonus action to put a crystal in the shield and do whatever incantations it is.
Yeah, you can.
Hence
why you don't land as well as you'd like, because this is one of the first times you've done this, isn't it?
I can't believe you went for the wormling and not the young one. That would have been much better.
I make steady improvements with the aim. And then getting to that point, I'm going to throw the Ember Defender at the young one.
Yep. So plus 3 for flanking.
22.
So that will hit.
So that is plus another D8 of radiant, I think.
So as you throw the Ember Defender, it seems to move with a little bit more, with more acceleration. With like, you seem to throw it and it seems to move faster, giving it some force damage now. Just a little bit of force damage is being added to the Ember Defender as it seems to be a little bit more powerful. And what is that? So that's 15, 23 points of damage. So yeah, you jump across, you put the gem in, do the incantation, and you throw Ember Defender, and it hits this dragon wormling. And as the Ember Defender bounces back and lands back in your hand, you see the discoloration of this wormling as the green seems to disappear from it. And as your Ember Defender is flying back, you just see swirls of green just following it from the dragon, and it just lands straight into this gem that you have just pushed in, and you now captured the essence of this green dragon wormling into Ember Defender.
If he puts lots of colours in it, will it eventually look like a Catherine wheel when he throws it?
TM.
Depends what colours. It may look a bit pridey, which will get us on board with the LBGT community, so we can get more viewers.
Get those views, guys. Like and subscribe. Click the link below.
Oh, we make it out of this situation alive. Who knows?
I mean, the amount of times that in a session we go, huh, gay, that's probably never going to happen.
I mean, Sam is canonically bi, so...
He's trying it.
Yeah, well...
He'll try anything.
Try anything.
He'll try anything.
Any hole's a goal.
That's everything for Hecknom. It is the green dragon wormling's turn next.
Oh, what a shame they're both dead.
They're both dead. So now that takes us back to the top of our Bogwood.
Punch. Although, I mean, would Bogwood not suggest, like, does anybody want me to save this for them? Because I've already got one.
What's it give you?
Underwater breathing, resistance to poison, and a poison breath attack.
I'm not resistant to poison. I've got that already. I'm a dwarf.
What's that? No, nobody wants it. Okay, I'll just kill it
punch
then.
Fist of judgment.
That hits.
For 39 points of damage.
Yep.
This dragon just looks at you as you punch it, and you can just see its eyes roll back, and just before he collapses dead, you just hear huge roar come from its mouth.
Can I canonically say that what Bogwood said was, say hi to your brother for me, and then punched him in the face?
Yeah. And there's a huge... He lets off a huge roar before he collapses to the ground. Can everybody roll me a perception?
Oh, no.
Yeah, let's ask the non-perceptive person perception stuff. Yay. Oh my god, a 13.
And that one, I'm lost in the bloodlust.
You have been judged and you have been found wanting.
So Hecknom and Bogwood don't notice this as you guys have just executed killing blows and that. But Greg, you see this first.
Greg looks up and just goes, "Oh."
Yeah, Greg looks up and you see a huge shadow. The shadow of the dragon that Bog was just killed. I mean, that was a big dragon, but this dragon that you now see is a lot bigger.
We're fucked.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
I just want to look up and say, did somebody summon our ship?
Oh, the ship? No.
Does that look like a dragon that was flying above? It's got wings and everything.
Yeah, it does. Question: is it a dragon we recognise?
Yes, it's Celeborn.
Yeah, I thought it would be.
You would definitely notice it. You've had some communication, dealings, meetings with this dragon. I think at least once or twice. Bogwood at one point, I think it was Bogwood who noticed maybe he was following the ship.
Yeah.
Several times you've heard dragon noises, and you see a huge fuck off green dragon just high in the sky above you. So he's not on the ground level there, but just you can just see he looks tiny, but within 6 seconds, he's starting to look bigger and bigger. He's flying as fast as he can directly towards.
I'm just going to say under my breath,
guys.
can you just fuck off?
Could I use my glamour-studded armor just to change what I look like and just be like, new adventurers, who dis? Maybe he won't recognise us.
Oh my God. Shout up to Bogwood. Save that one!
And Bogger will reply, I am, for me.
You can have some inspiration.
Yay!
But I think that seems like a perfect way to end the session.
But I'm still mid-turn.
Punch it!
Far out of your range. It is still hundreds of feet away.
I can fly.
Not 300 feet, I don't think, can you?
No, but I can bogger pull and fly.
But you've had one attack. It is flying towards you. I'll tell you what we'll do. Just so then you guys can cheat as much as you want.
Meta.
Let's just roll him into the initiative. Because we'll keep your initiative order the same.
Mm-hmm.
Yay, last.
Oh, he goes before me. Yay. Oh, no, he doesn't.
No.
He does.
So when we start the next session, we will start top of the order with Bogwood.
Okay.
But this right.
I'll allow it.
Thank you. That's very gracious of you. But it's still hundreds of feet away. But the high perception rolls can see.
Could my bonus action on that turn that I just had, though, have been to activate my Eldritch Maul? Because I would have done more actions other than just punching the dragon and then doing nothing.
You'd have punched the dragon, and then you rolled nat 1 on your perception, so you don't know the dragon's coming yet.
No, but I would have still turned on my Eldritch Maul.
So you would have punched it, killed the dragon,
and then assumed combat was over.
Yeah.
Fine.
Sorry, but that...
Fine, make me waste a bonus action next turn, it's fine.
Awesome. Great session.
No, I'm just messing, Scott. No, that's fine.
I know. But yeah, so we'll end it there. Sorry for...
So Evalthon again next week, yeah?
Yes.
Graham has been looking forward to this for months and months since I've been teasing an Ancient Green Dragon. I'm sure the rest of you have been really looking forward to fighting the Ancient Green Dragon as well.
Oh, definitely. So what you're saying is you finally stopped edging Graham.
I mean, I am now. You've let us have that long rest before this session. I mean, if we hadn't done, I wasn't looking forward to this.
I don't know if Greg's looking forward to it.
What am I not looking forward to?
Fighting an Ancient Green Dragon, because you didn't get to long rest and we all did.
Oh, I'm fine. Don't worry about that. I've got my plan. You might not like it, but I've got my plan.
Oh, Greg's gonna hide in the well. Greg's gonna hide in the well.
Greg's the only